6'4" junior has 30 tournament points thus far. He wears number 24. Starting at the other forward spot is Austin Stefanski. The 6' junior is a hard-working player. He has 23 points, he has 17 points on the tournament thus far, and I'd be willing to bet he's got just about as many rebounds as well. Also, he wears number 23. And the man in the middle is Daniel Harder. The 6'5" junior wears number 55. He has 12 tournament points thus far, and he's been nursing along a little bit of a tender ankle. And but he is in the starting lineup tonight for Coach Jason Earhart and the Eagles.
As far as how they got here, Beecher City beat Windsor back on Monday night in the play-in game, 53-50, and then Beecher City lost to Dietrich Tuesday night, 80-35. That was a tremendous performance by Dietrich that night. So Beecher City's 1-1 in the tournament and 3-14 overall. Cowden-Herrick's one performance ended up a loss as they came out on the short end of St. Elmo Brownstown. They beat the Hornets 76-53. So that's how the teams got to this point.
Interesting to look around the gym. We can see the Dietrich players all sitting in the black chairs to our left on the floor. And St. Elmo Brownstown is making their way into the gym as well. They're here to get ready to go in that semifinal in the championship bracket a little later on tonight.
We'll all be watching Dietrich to see how Travis Niemerg's how his ankle is. Travis Niemerg went crashing into the out of bounds and really close to the stage in Tuesday night's ball game and didn't come back after that injury in the third quarter. Jeff Stacer from Dietrich told us at the time, lots of ice and ibuprofen, and he'd be okay. But I'm not sure how long he'd have to give him that ice and ibuprofen for him to be okay.
And it'll be real interesting to see if he is used at all tonight. I mean, the NTC tournament is big, but Dietrich has bigger things to focus on with their mark and point in time in the season as well. But he is down there sitting with the team, and that's a good sign to see.
Might be one of those things where you address him and just see what happens.
Toss is up. It's won by Beecher City, and we're underway in this consolation semifinal matchup on a Thursday night. Jackson Bales looks over a man-to-man from the Hornets. They get it to Rexroad on the right side, matched up with Spar. Back out top to Stefanski, around to Bales on the left wing. Underneath, there's Rexroad. Fake, shot up, low, good. Harder with the rebound. He'll stick it up and in, and Daniel Harder has the first 2 points of the contest here in this one.
Boy, Harder does a good job of positioning himself underneath, and he knows he's a strong kid. He'll put it right back up.
Barnes loads up for a corner three. One pass and a shot. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds, and last touch by the Hornets as the official, Troy Crumry, makes the call.
Cowden-Herrick is not shy about putting up the three ball.
They will fire it up there. The officials tonight are Troy Crumry. Also, Greg Bondolo, an Altamont native, is back with the whistle, as well as Mr. Gary Westjohn.
Yeah, Bondolo lives up around Mount Zion, and Gary's an Effingham, although out of Sigel.
Beecher City worked the ball inside to Harder, tried to make a move, and just lost the handle as the ball bounced off his foot and went out of bounds for an Eagle turnover.
The first turnover of the game.
Minute into the contest, 2-0. Beecher City leading Cowden-Herrick. Beecher City in the 2-3 zone that they've played much of this tournament already. And again, they've played twice already, so we can kind of say that. Blackerby has it on the right side, gets it back to Burris. He loads up for a wing three. Little strong off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound comes out long to Jake Wills. He's pushing it, got it to Stefanski, driving for the layup, and he sticks it up and in. Austin Stefanski has two, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Eagles of Beecher City. Colton Burris penetrates the lane, got it inside to Barnes. He fakes, now puts the shot up and in. Dylan Barnes has the first two for the Hornets.
By the way, if the seeds hold, Cowden-Herrick wins tonight, so just for what that's worth.
Beecher City fans say that ain't worth nothing. Rexroad penetrates the lane, puts up a runner. It was blocked, but Harder's there for the rebound. His putback missed, but he's fouled, and Daniel Harder will go back to the free throw line after gathering a couple of offensive rebounds already.
And we have the first foul of the night, and the dubious honor goes to Colton Spar for Cowden-Herrick.
So with 6:05 to play in the first quarter, free throw is up, and it's nothing but net for Daniel. He has three, and it's a 5-2 advantage for the Eagles.
Good crowd. I like it. Good crowd here first game on Thursday.
This free throw up Good again. Daniel Harder has 4. He's off to a good start. And the Eagles are up 6-2 with 6 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Spar walks it up court, looks over the situation. He gets it to Burris. Now corner Blackerby. 3 on the way. Off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound goes to the weak side where it's finally handled by Barnes. He gets it out top to Spar, to Blackerby. He'll fire another 3. This one off the heel of the rim, no good. Rebound out long to Bales, ahead to Rexroad, and Austin Rexroad sticks it up and in. Beecher City taking advantage of those long rebounds.
And they've been pushing the ball inside, and a 6-point lead's kind of nice, especially early like this.
Spar was going to jump and make a pass along the sideline, I believe, and he came down and he got tangled up with the foot of Jake Wills, and consequently, a foul is whistled.
Jake had his foot in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's the first foul on Beecher City.
Jake helped him up. They patted each other on the back. No harm there. Spar takes the inbounds back, loads up for a wing 3. Shot no good. Rebounds Stefanski. Hornets made a substitution. Trey Pasley's into the ball game. He tries to defend underneath the Beecher City basket, and they do get it away from Rexroad. Second Eagle turnover. So the Hornets looking to cut into the 6-point deficit. There's Burris, runner in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound tipped around. Who has it? Rexroad does for the Eagles. So they have the 6-point lead and the ball. Now they slow things down.
See, those threes are enabling Beecher City to get a ton of rebounds. They've already out-rebounded Cowden-Herrick 6-1, Matt, in the early going.
Rexroad baseline jumper from 15, left it short. Trey Pasley, another rebound for the Hornets. Coach Mark Bain says, let's go. But Spar just trots it up the left side as the Eagles got back defensively. Now they get it to Blackerby in the corner. Short post, they go to Barnes. Barnes had a little trouble. Got it out to Blackerby. Back down in the left corner to Barnes. Around one defender, flips the shot up. It's no good. Harder with the rebound.
Well, that looked like that was going to go down.
Outlet to Rexroad. Now to Wills, up ahead to Bales. He's at the timeline, and he'll walk it up now. 4:18 on the first quarter clock. They get it baseline to Rexroad. Bounces it back out to Bales. They swing it to Wills. Wills goes baseline. Stefanski, jumper from 15. From the baseline, no good. Rebound Blackerby, and he takes it on the run. Wills cuts him off. Blackerby waits for some help. Now penetrates the lane. Puts up a shot. It's blocked, but he's fouled with exactly 4 minutes to play in the first quarter.
I think Wills got him again. So that's 2 quick ones for Jake here. Beecher City only has 2 fouls, but Wills has them both.
So Blackerby, the sophomore, we saw play a lot here as a freshman. And he's shown the ability to put the ball in the basket, but can't do so on the first of 2 free throws. And here comes a couple of Beecher City substitutions. Harder will sit out, and Wills will head to the bench as well with those 2 fouls. Checking in is Austin Shelton, and seeing his first action as well is Weston Giles, a 5'10 junior. Free throw for Blackerby is good, so Connor goes 1 of 2 at the line. Makes it 8-3 halfway through this first quarter. Bales looks over the defense. This is a 1-2-2, this look from the Hornets. They get it to Rexroad, out to Giles. He got a haircut. That's throwing me off. They find Shelton in the middle of the paint. Gets it out to Rexroad. Right corner, steps around a defender. Puts a shot up. It's blocked by Pasley, and he comes back to get the rebound. Hands it to Spar, and this time they do run it up court. Now he's stopped at the timeline. Gets it to Pasley. Baseline to Barnes. Pass out top, knocked loose by Bales, but Burris is able to track it down. Works into the lane, works into a crowd. Got it stripped. Taken away, and Jackson Bales is on the run. Pushes it up to the right side to Giles. Giles leans in. Shot off the glass too strong. Rebound again, Trey Pasley. He gets it out to Connor Blackerby, who pushes it up the right side for Burris in the corner.
Quickly, as I said, they weren't getting any rebounds. Now they're getting a whole slew of rebounds. Beecher City's finally missed a couple of shots.
Burris in the corner, double team, skip pass out to Barnes. Pass in the corner to Spar was tipped, and it'll stay with the Hornets deep in the corner.
It's been 8 for Beecher City for a while, but the Hornets haven't been able to get anything on the board to catch up till right there.
Inbounds, catch and shoot for Colton Burris. He buried the 3, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point ball game, 8-6.
Burris was 10 away from 1,000 for his career when this game started, so 7 to go.
Stefanski in the left corner for Beecher City, working it around the perimeter. They get it out top to Bales, over to Giles on the right side, now right corner to Shelton. Back out on the right side to Giles, skips it across to Bales, now free throw line. They go to Rexroad to Giles, stops, pops, shot, good.
Yeah, even though Beecher City has the lead, they needed a bucket. It's been a long time since they'd scored.
10-6 the score, 2:20 and counting here in the first quarter as the Hornets work the ball around the perimeter, and a fast-moving first quarter of action. Spar drives baseline, cut off, but he somehow got it to Barnes, to Burris. Corner three, a little long. Rebound, Rexroad. He hands it to Giles, and Giles will push the pace up the right side. Looks for Shelton on the baseline. Tough catch on his hip, puts it on the floor, and he put it on the baseline. Turnover gives it to the Hornets, and here's a couple of Hornets substitutions after the third turnover for Beecher City. Barnes is out, Spar is out. Checking in is Carson Lorton, a 6'5 senior, and also, I believe, Micah Sandiford returns. Sandiford has the ball, gets it out to Blackerby, now to Burris on the right side, to Blackerby, to Sandiford. Micah gets it back to Blackerby out top, now again to Sandiford. Skip pass to the right side to Burris, corner to Pasley for three. Good.
Wow, he was way in the corner. Thought he had to buy a black chair seat there for a minute.
Trey Pasley makes it a 10-9 ball game. Beecher City leading by 1 with 1:27 on the clock. Shelton at the free throw line had the ball knocked loose from behind. Fourth turnover for the Eagles gives Cowden Herrick a chance to take their first lead. Three on the way from Pasley, left that one short. Open look, just missed it. Rebound Stefanski. Ahead to Giles. Giles up the right side. Now he lost the handle. Got it back. Needs some help. Finds Shelton. Shelton now has picked up his dribble. Going to get it out top to Bales. Bales did well to make sure he came to the pass. Now he penetrates. Leaves it underneath with Shelton. Shot blocked. Pasley, he couldn't grab it, or else he would have had another block and another rebound.
He's gotten a couple of blocks here in this opening quarter. You're exactly right. Harder's back for Beecher City now. Rexroad sat down.
Lance Arnold also slipped into the lineup as well.
And they sit down Mr. Shelton.
Now Dylan Barnes is going to get the opportunity to check in.
So we have matchups out here.
And I can see why you'd want Barnes on the court, especially if Harder was out there for Cowden Herrick. That's a nice little matchup. Inbounds goes to Giles finally for Beecher City. Corner. Now he steps in for a 15-footer. No good. Pasley had the rebound, stolen by Jackson Bales. He puts up a 15-footer. No good. And then he crashes for the rebound. And a foul is whistled. And we'll have to sort it out.
Fouls on Harder. His first. 3 now on those Eagles.
So with 44 seconds to play in the first quarter, the Hornets work the ball underneath the Burris in the corner, rather out at the three-point arc. His pass out top, knocked loose by Bales. He saves it in bounds along the sideline, but it goes to Connor Blackerby. He picks it up, stops, pops, 15-footer no good. Rebound Harder. Outlet to Bales, and he sees a bunch of blue shirts ahead of him, so he slows down and waits for help. 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Bales lost it out at the timeline, but apparently it went off of Blackerby's foot.
Mark Bain's still pretty young and agile. He was trying to illustrate that ball was not off his kid.
Trey Buzzard into the ball game. Replaces Stefanski here with 16 seconds to play in the quarter.
I could not have been that agile.
Burton with it on the right wing.
Anytime recently.
Looks into Harder. Tried to pass it across the paint to Buzzard, but Burris got back to knock it away and get the steal. They bring it to the timeline. Burris runner from the volleyball spike line. No good, and the first quarter comes to a close. After one, it's Beecher City 10, Cowden Herrick 9. Consolation semifinal action on 97.9 XFM.
Let our experienced employees at Wright Furniture help you with your furniture and accessory needs. Whether it's just a chair or a house full of furniture, Wright's Furniture and Flooring in Diedrich can help. Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Bank anywhere, anytime with Go Mobile from Washington Savings Bank in Effingham. Good luck to all the teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament.
Brown's Drugstore at 115 West Jefferson Avenue at Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
Beecher City's tried 1 3. Cowden Herrick's tried 10 threes after one quarter. Other stats, Cowden Herrick 3 for 14 from the field. Beecher City 4 for 13 from the field. Beecher City 2 of 2 from the line. Cowden Herrick 1 for 2. 6 turnovers for Beecher, 3 for CH. And Beecher City out-rebounded Cowden Herrick 10-6 in that first quarter.
Cowden Herrick with the ball to start the second quarter. They work it to Barnes on the left wing. He goes down low to Micah Sandiford. Out top, they get it to Burris. Burris at the free throw line. Runner in the paint, off the glass, and good.
Well, good all the way, wasn't it?
Colton Burris with 5, and Cowden Herrick has their first lead of the night, 11-10.
And Burris has 5 to go to 1,000.
Out top, Bales has it poked loose by Blackerby. Burris picks up the loose ball. He drives to the layup, gets fouled from behind, and Burris will head to the line for a couple. But Connor Blackerby really made that happen by knocking the ball away.
Yeah, Bales fouled. He didn't want the layup, so they're going to make Burris earn those points at the line. Bales is called for his first foul. That's 4 now on Beecher City.
7:24 to play in the second quarter. Free throw up for Colton Burris is good. He has 6 in the contest. Makes it 12-10, a 2-point advantage for the Hornets. Bales checked out. Rexroad in. Free throw good for Colton Burris. He has 7.
He may take care of those 10 points here in the next couple of minutes.
He's that kind of player. He can put up some points in a hurry. Rexroad has it on the right wing. Goes baseline. Ball knocked loose. It's out of bounds. Who touched it last? The officials are going to look at each other, and they decide it's off of Cowden Herrick, and I think that was the right call. A lot of hands and arms down there.
It's one of 2 choices they had.
Inbounds goes out top to Rexroad from the baseline. Gets to the free throw line. Stops and pops. 15-footer. Good.
Good touch on that shot.
I like it when they shoot from the free throw line. I know exactly how far they are away from the hoop. It's 13-12, back to a 1-point ball game. Burris with the ball, gets it in the corner to Barnes, loads up for a left corner 3. Shot no good. Giles on the weak side grabs the rebound and pushes it up the left wing. Now sees a double team coming, tries to pass out of it, and it's stolen away by Blackerby again. He tries to push it up court. Ball knocked away from him. Now it's loose on the floor. Who's going to get it? A foul's going to be called. Boy, a wild exchange there.
I think Burris might get the foul here for reaching in for that loose ball. I got that one right. Burris called for his first foul. Just 2 fouls on Cowden Herrick in the game.
2 fouls, but now we're going to have 3 substitutions for the Hornets. Barnes, Blackerby, and Micah Sandiford all sit down. Checking in is Kyle Black. Also returning Carson Lorton. And they're out there with Pasley, Spar, and Burris. So I think Pasley came back in. Beecher City working it around the perimeter. Harder says, I'm open in the corner. They fire it to him. He gets it back out to Giles. Pass was tipped, but it went right back out top to Rexroad. Rexroad hands it off to Giles. Now they swing it around the perimeter. Working inside. They get it to Rexroad along the baseline. He's got some long strides. He might have got away with one, too. He pulls up for a 17-footer at the top of the key and buried it.
Mark Bain thought he got away with one.
So Beecher City's back up 14-13. Burris trying to answer. Top of the key 3. Good.
That's it.
And the folks from Cowden Herrick know it. They are applauding.
That's 1,000 points on the nose.
Beecher City, though, pushing the ball up court. They get it to Rexroad in the paint. Cowden Herrick gets back defensively, so the Eagles will slow things down and set the offense.
They'll probably recognize him at halftime.
Yep.
They don't stop the games or things like that.
Ball bouncing across out top for the Eagles. Lance Arnold has it. Gets it to Giles for a 3, and he banked it in.
Got to call that.
Weston Giles with 5 makes it 17-16, and the Eagles are back ahead by 1. Hornets work it to Lorton. He's on the left side, gets it down in the left corner to Black.
Could you do call down there and ask for more points?
Yeah. They get it to Spar, runner in the lane. Good. Colton Spar says, I'm getting my first 2 points of the tournament. It's 5 minutes to play in the second quarter, 18-17 the score, and the Hornets get the steal right at the timeline, and as Lorton was trying to bring it up court, he was bumped.
Beecher City's got to hang on to the basketball. Plain and simple, that's their problem.
And my guess is that's what Beecher City wants to talk about.
Jake Wills picks up that foul, Matt, real quick. That's his 3rd foul already.
Wow. And now they make the announcement to the crowd. So congratulations to Colton Burris on picking up his 1,000th point. He's getting a standing ovation from the folks at Cowden Herrick, but also from much of the crowd from Beecher City, and rightfully so.
Well, they're all one big family.
That's right. So congratulations to Colton. They will, no doubt, he will get his hands on that basketball after the game is over. And, boy, we have been so fortunate to see so many kids last year in particular.
What'd you say, we had 4 last year?
I believe we had 4 last year go over the 1,000-point threshold during the tournament. Unbelievable.
It was a special week.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone is.
So after the timeout, Beecher City drops back defensively, and it looks like they're picking up in the man-to-man as Cowden Herrick triggers the inbounds to Burris. Burris works at the spar on the left side, had a little trouble with the handle, but he got it to Burris. He loads up for a 3 and buries another one.
There's 1,000 3-points. I don't have to keep score, do I?
No, I think you're good.
All right. He has 10 in the quarter. We played 3 minutes and 20 seconds. He has 10 points in the quarter.
Hornets has extended their pressure now to full court 1-2-2 trap. They whistle as Pasley is called for the foul. He got a hold of Lance Arnold as Arnold was trying to make a pass.
Third foul on the Hornets. Trey Pasley's first. Now, Beecher City is 3 for 3 in the quarter, but they keep turning the ball over, and that's their big bugaboo right now.
Having difficulties against this half-court trap. Beecher City's working it around the perimeter this time. They get it to Stefanski, who just checked back in. Out to Giles, back to Stefanski in the right corner, right back out to Giles. They send it over to the left wing. That's Bales with it. Now to Rexroad in the corner. He had some trouble, but got it to Bales, who takes it to the free throw line. Jumper from 15, no good. Rebound out of bounds. Rexroad hit it last, so it'll go to the Hornets. Cowden Herrick with their largest lead of the game of 4 points, 21-17, looking to add to it. Just over halfway through this second quarter to go.
U.S., Wayne. U.S.
So here's Spar with it out top. They work it to Burris, driving the right baseline. Oh, what a pretty pass into Pasley, but his shot's off the mark.
He was too close.
Rebound Burris, and then the ball's knocked out of the hands of Harder. It'll stay with Beecher City, though, as Lorton touched it last.
2 more changes for Cowden Herrick. Now they sit down Burris. Nope, they don't sit down Burris. They sit down Black and Lorton. And Barnes and
I think Blackerby's back out there.
There you go.
Giles tried to pass it up court, and it's taken away by Pasley. Burris picks it up, drives to the hoop, and sticks it up and in. So Pasley got the steal. Burris got the bucket on Beecher City's 4th turnover of the second quarter.
Burris has 12 in the quarter. Golly.
Jackson Bales brings it up the left wing. Now looks for Harder at the free throw line, catches it in traffic, spins, puts up a shot, blocked by Pasley, and he comes down with the rebound. Outlet pass ahead to Blackerby, knocked loose by Bales. It hit Blackerby last. It'll go to the Eagles. So good. Sorry, Greg. Good hustle by Bales. At least got back there to tip that pass, and then it hit off of Cowden Herrick.
Got Pasley for 3 blocks. I might have missed one. I have him for 3 already.
Yeah, and he came in off the bench tonight. Beecher City works it up the sideline to Harder, bounces it inside to Rexroad, turns, shot off the glass, around and good.
Well, nice job of adjusting on his shot with 2 guys in his face. He's 3 for 3 in the quarter.
23-19, back to a 4-point game. Cowden Herrick with the ball and the lead. Beecher City in the man-to-man defensively. Blackerby gets it to Pasley, long 2, too strong. Rebound Barnes. Nice look to Burris, who cuts in and puts it off the glass, and it's good. So Colton Burris has 17, and it's 25-19 in favor of Cowden Herrick. Beecher City beats the pressure this time. They get it in the middle of the paint. Rexroad puts a layup up. It's no good. The outlet pass for Beecher City, though, is out of control. Spar has to save it in, and it goes back to Beecher City. So the Eagles have it again, trailing by 6 with 2.5 to play. They're working it around the perimeter as Wills skips it over to Stefanski, out top to Bales. He's way out on the perimeter to Wills. Wills stops at the 3-point arc, fakes a shot. They swing it to Stefanski. Jumper from 15, no good. Wills, though, sneaks in, grabs the offensive rebound, puts it up and in.
They're leaving Wills in there, 3 fouls and all, because he helps stir things up. I'm double-checking the board. They only have 2 on him on the board, so I could be wrong.
3-pointer up for Pasley, no good. Rebound. Ooh, it's loose. They're going to call Rexroad for a travel. He caught the ball, but then he kind of lost it and apparently it was still stuck to him, and he took a step. Is the only thing I can figure.
Had my head down, sorry.
Burris off the inbounds, corner three up, no good. Rebound tapped around. Sandiford finally comes up with it. Somehow he got it out to Connor Blackerby, who drives in the lane. Runner is good. Blackerby with three as he took it into tall timber, but got the shot to fall.
He is the smallest duck in the puddle, but boy, nice job of taking the ball inside. Now a walk here.
Another turnover for the Eagles as they're trying to beat the pressure, trailing by 6. It's their 6th turnover of the second period. Shelton checking in. Austin Shelton for Austin Rexroad.
One Austin at a time.
Well, here's Blackerby again trying to throw a runner up inside. This one's not as successful. Stefanski grabs the rebound. He clears it out to Bales. Bales hustles it across the timeline, leaves it with Wills. Wing three is way off the mark, an air ball. 3 Eagles try to go out of bounds to save it, and they can't do it. It'll belong to the Hornets.
The only thing that's keeping Beecher City close is their rebounding. They are owning the boards, but lots of turnovers. I only had the Hornets for 1 turnover in the quarter. That'll win you a lot of ball games.
Blackerby crosses the timeline, and he's double-teamed, but he's got out of it on the dribble, got it to Burris, baseline to Pasley. Now he lobs it out top, and Burris tracks it down, tries to pass it inside. Wills bats it down, but again Burris comes up with it. They get it to Sandiford, to Blackerby, back to Micah Sandiford. Corner to Barnes, left wing, thought about a 3, doesn't like it, gets it at the Blackerby. He'll step inside the arc for a long 2. Beecher City will bring it up court, trailing by 6 with 43 seconds to play in the half. They swing it to Shelton in the right corner, back out to Bales, in the lane, Wills. Nice look underneath for Harder. He spins, his shot's no good, but he's going to go to the line as he was fouled that time.
Foul on Cowden Herrick is just their 4th. Trey Pasley picks up his 2nd foul, though, for CH.
So, free throw on the way for Harder is up and good. When Harder made that move when he initially caught that ball, you could see him wince a little bit. That ankle is not 100%.
We saw him Tuesday night limping noticeably as he went to the bench.
But he hit the first free throw to pull him a little closer. The next one's up. It's good again. So Harder connects for his 6th point. He's given a gutty effort here, and it's a 4-point contest, 27-23 with 34 seconds to play in the half. Cowden Herrick with the ball in the lead, and you would think they might go for the last shot. Beecher City jumps out defensively to challenge him. Barnes has it in the right corner. Stefanski's all over him. They get it out to Sandiford. Drives to the top of the key. Now he leaves it with Burris in the corner. Back out to Sandiford. To Spar, who sets it from the top of the key. They fire it baseline to Barnes. Corner 3 from the left side. Good.
Got a little early, but a 3's a 3.
5 seconds left as Bales is bringing it to the timeline. He'll load up for a shot at the buzzer. It hit the backboard in the front of the rim and came off just a little hard. But the Cowden Herrick Hornets are enjoying their largest lead of the game as we go into the locker room. It's Cowden Herrick 30, Beecher City 23, high school basketball on 97.9 XFM.
It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Job Match Personnel Services supports all the area sports and wishes them the best of luck.
Stevens Industries, in business for 55 years and an employee-owned company, has produced a winning team and has job opportunities available from production office to the manufacturing floor.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
This is the Compass Advisory Group Halftime Show. For all of your insurance needs, contact Corey McDaniel at 347-9697.
30-23 the score here at halftime of the 80th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. In consolation semifinal action, the winner moves into Saturday's Consolation Championship Saturday afternoon around 1 o'clock. It'll follow the Windsor-Sioux Straws matchup at 11:30. Loser is knocked out of this tournament, so this is a very important game for both Beecher City and Cowden Herrick as they try to get a couple more wins here at the NTC tournament. Again, 30-23, the halftime score as Cowden Herrick leads Beecher City. And we want to remind people who are watching on the internet, Wayne has informed us that it's going to be best for the broadcast throughout the night, especially for the second game, if they shut down the system in between games, and then he'll pull the system back up and they will get back going before the second contest begins. Probably going to be about a 10-minute or so delay there, or about a 10-minute or so absence from the broadcast in between games, but that's going to work best for all involved to make sure we see all the action of the first game and all the action of the second game. So that's what we're expecting here tonight at Altamont High School at the 80th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament. Again, the halftime score is 30-23. Cowden Herrick leading Beecher City as Cowden Herrick had quarters of 9 and 21 for their total of 30. Beecher City with quarters of 10 and 13 for their total of 23. This is just the first of two games, of course, here from the NTC tournament, as Dietrich will take on St. Elmo in the semifinal. Winner will move into the championship game Saturday night, loser into the third-place contest, and those two teams put up big point totals, especially for recent history, as Dietrich put up 80. St. Elmo Brownstown had 76 in their quarterfinal contest. So we'll see how the game develops tonight, and the nightcap should be a lot of fun. Greg will be back after the break with all the stats. We'll get you some more halftime information as well. You're listening to the 80th Annual National Trail Conference Tournament on 97.9 XFM.
Niemerg Steakhouse has been appreciatively serving Effingham and the surrounding communities for the past 36 years. Niemerg Steakhouse, proud supporters of the local and area high school sports. Russ Broniker Cadillac, Buick, and GMC, located on South Route 45 in Effingham, proud supporters of our local and area high school sports teams.
Morrow Shoes, Boots, and Repairs, your Tony Alauman Red Wing dealer, congratulates all the teams and wishes them the best. Stop by and see Morrow's today. Martin's IGA Plus has everything you'll need to make a great meal, from certified Angus beef, fresh fruits and vegetables, and mouth-watering bakery items. Check us out at martinsiga.com.
Culver's of Effingham supports all local athletes. All teams, stop by in your uniform after the game for a free One Scoop Sundae.
Tom Henderson State Farm Insurance helps people manage the risk of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and help you realize your dreams. Contact Tom Henderson today.
Conference tournament at Altamont Community High School. The world's most dangerous band, the Altamont Community High School Band, has just completed their work for this game, or they may have an encore. I don't know. They got a pretty good ovation. Let's give you the numbers on that first half. Beecher City hit 38% from the field, and Cowden Herrick hit 38% from the field. Oh,
we're on the other
side. I'm back now. Thank you. So each team shot 38% from the field in that first half. Beecher City 9 of 24, Cowden Herrick 11 of 29. Beecher City was 4 for 13 in the first quarter, 5 of 11 in the second quarter, 9 out of 24 at halftime for 38%. Beecher City's only shot the ball from the line 4 times, but they made them all. 12 turnovers. Boy, that's been the big problem for the Eagles. 6 each quarter. They do have 14 rebounds. Just 4 in the second quarter, though, as Cowden Herrick shot the ball much better. And Beecher City 1 for 4 on 3-point tries. Now, Cowden Herrick 11 of 29 from the field, So they've got 2 more baskets, but again, the difference also is in the three-point shooting because Cowden Herrick's got 4 threes. Beecher City just has 1 so far. So, to recap, 9 for 24 from the field for Beecher City, 1 for 4 on their threes, 4 for 4 from the line, 12 turnovers, a real problem. They do have 14 rebounds. Cowden Herrick's 11 for 29 for their 38%, 3 out of 14 in the first quarter, but 8 out of 15 in the second quarter, and that was mostly Colton Burris. He got on fire in that second quarter, hit 5 straight shots and 2 foul shots. He got 14 points in the quarter. Cowden Herrick's 3 for 4 from the line, so both teams shoot well from the line. Cowden Herrick, I have them for just 4 turnovers. That's a great number, and only 1 in the second quarter. Now, they have 10 rebounds. They got a few toward the end of the half, so Beecher City's rebound edge now is just 14-10. Cowden Herrick's put up 15 threes. They've made 4 of them, but they're ahead by 7. Individually, for Beecher City, Austin Rexroad is 4 for 9 from the field for 8 points. He has a couple of rebounds. Jackson Bales is 0 for 3 from the field, but does have a foul and a rebound. Daniel Harder 1 for 2 from the field, but 4 for 4 from the line, so he has 6 points to go with a foul and 4 boards. Austin Stefanski's 1 for 3 from the field with 3 rebounds to go with his 2 points and no fouls. Jake Wills 1 for 2 from the field for 2 points, has a couple of rebounds. He does have 3 fouls in my book, but the scoreboard only has him for 2, so scoreboard rules there. Weston Giles, 2 for 4 from the field. 1 of those was a 3, so Giles with 5 points and a rebound. And Austin Shelton missed a shot, and Lance Arnold got to play. 10 and 13 for Beecher City's 23 here at halftime. For Cowden Herrick, Colton Spar is 1 for 2 from the field for 2 points. He has a foul. Connor Blackerby is 1 for 6 from the field, 1 for 2 from the line, so he has 3 points and a rebound. Micah Sandiford has no stats except a rebound. Colton Burris, man, what a second quarter. 14 points in the quarter. He was 1 for 5 in the first quarter, but he hit 5 out of 6 in the second quarter, plus 2 foul shots. So he's sitting on 17 points at halftime and 1 foul. Trey Pasley 1 for 5 from the field. The one he made was a 3, but he does have 5 rebounds, couple of fouls. Carson Lorton and Kyle Black have played, and Dylan Barnes is 2 for 5 from the field. One of those was a 3, so he has 5 points to go with 3 rebounds. 9 and 21 for Cowden Herrick's 30 points. So 30-23, Hornets in front of the Eagles. Brian, let's take a 30-second break. Second half on the way in 30 seconds here on 97.9 XFM.
Let our experienced employees at Wright Furniture help you with your furniture and accessory needs. Whether it's just a chair or a house full of furniture, Wright's Furniture and Flooring in Diedrich can help. Leisure Times at Keller and Jefferson at Effingham has everything you'll need for your indoor and outdoor recreational needs. Leisure Times, where we specialize in family fun.
Rock and roll into the second half again. It's a lead for Cowden Herrick, 30-23 on Beecher City. Eagles get the ball to start the second half. Here's Matt Robinson.
They bounce it down on the baseline to Rexroad. He gets it out top to Wills, and they're working it around the perimeter. It looks like the Hornets are in a 2-3 zone this trip, as they've been kind of switching up those defenses from time to time. Eagles trying to diagnose this. Wills gets it in the corner to Rexroad. He steps around the defender, now gets it out top. They fire it to the high post, and he kicks it back out, does harder, and they swing it around the perimeter some more. Bales has it now, gets it to Stefanski. 3 from the wing, no good. Rebound picked up by Sandiford. Here comes the Hornets, leading by 7 and looking to add to it. They get it to Burris. Burris had a little trouble out top. Sandiford tracks it down, gets it right back to Burris between the center circle and the top of the key. They look for Spar now on the left side, back to Burris at the center circle. He bounces it over to Sandiford. They look inside for Barnes. Post up, shot underneath, no good. Good defense by the Eagles, and now the ball is knocked loose from Rexroad, picked up by Blackerby, and Blackerby slips the runner up, and it's good. So Rexroad had the board, lost it. Turnover, let Blackerby get the bucket, and it's a 9-point advantage for Cowden Herrick, and now they get a steal. Spar takes away the Willis pass as Wills was in the lane, and Spar just reached up and snagged it.
What were we saying about turnovers?
That Beecher City needed to cut down on them.
2 trips, 2 turnovers.
Blackerby loads up for 3. It's around and out. Rebound, loose on the floor, and Stefanski's going to claim it. Hands it to Bales. Bales says, I'm in a double team. but he does get it cleared out of trouble.
He says, you take these defenders with you, and I'll bring the ball down.
That's kind of what happened. Bales gets it to Rexroad, over to Wills on the right wing. All of a sudden, it's a 9-point advantage for the Hornets. That's their largest of the night. Rexroad drives the baseline, tried to go into Harder, passes picked off by Blackerby, and Rexroad still down on the court. Blackerby brings it up, flips it to Spar, left-handed shot off the glass is good, and now we've got an official's timeout as they're going to go check on Rexroad, who, after he made that pass, hit the deck hard.
He got his nose, or he got the wind knocked out of him or something. He's standing up. That's always the best sign. And it appears all the appendages are moving, so I think he mostly got his wind. Now he's checking them out.
He talks with Coach Earhart just a little bit as they head to the bench, and he kind of nodded and I think he kind of said, I'm okay. It's just going to take a little time here. So Giles into the ball game to replace him. 2 minutes played in this third quarter, and it's an 11-point lead for the Hornets. Giles works for a baseline shot. It's off the mark. Pasley with the rebound. Trey flips it ahead to Burris. Burris crosses the timeline, leaves it with Barnes. Fakes the three. Now the big guy will take the three. It's off the mark. Spar saves it, and he throws it off the foot of Bales, and it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to the Hornets. What a play by Colton Spar.
He was just about out in the lobby by the time he finally got that ball back in.
So the inbound triggered out top to Burris. Top of the key three, no good. Sandiford, though, gets the offensive rebound. Again fires it out top to Burris. Over on the right side to Spar. He gets around the defense, tries to go underneath the Barnes. Bales steps in the passing lane and gets the steal. He brings it up court for the Eagles. They find Giles on the baseline. Back to Bales. Works into the paint. Now leaves it with Wills. Wanted to go inside to Harder, but there is Pasley with a steal. He has the ball knocked loose, however. Barnes is there to pick it up. And along the sideline, he brings it up to Spar. Out top, Pasley fakes the three, gets it to Sandiford. He drives in the lane, draws a crowd, puts up a tough 12-footer anyway, and Micah Sandiford has his first 2 points, and it's 36-23.
And this is not what Beecher City needed. 6-0 run for CH to start the half, and they were already up 7.
And so they're going to take a full timeout with 4:52 to play in the third quarter. It's Cowden Herrick 36, Beecher City 23. 80th annual NTC tournament action on 97.9 XFM.
Bank anywhere, anytime with Go Mobile from Washington Savings Bank in Effingham. Good luck to all the teams at the National Trail Conference Tournament.
Brown's Drug Store at 115 West Jefferson Avenue in Effingham is more than just a pharmacy. Check out their Hallmark cards, gifts, healthcare needs, and more.
It's NTC Tourney Week, and Tingley Insurance in downtown Effingham wishes players fast breaks, jump shots, and lots of rebounds. Tingley Insurance, a proud supporter of high school basketball.
Job Match Personnel Services supports all the area sports and wishes them the best of luck.
To stem the tide right now, they trail 36-23, down 13, their largest deficit of the night.
Again, 6-0 run for CH to start the half.
Wills with it on the right side. They pound it into Harder. Spins, shot off the glass is good. Daniel Harder has 8, makes it 36-25.
Well, there's the answer. There's the basket to stop the run.
Now they need a defensive stop as Pasley has it, gets it out top to Burris, around the Spar. They go baseline to Sandiford. 3 on the way. It's too strong. Rebound, though, Dylan Barnes. Clears the board out to Sandiford. Now to Burris on the right baseline. Needs some help as he's double-teamed. Got it out of trouble, and as he did, he was fouled.
That was smart. He didn't rush it and was able to, I think, initiate the contact, but the defensive foul was still called, and the scoreboard just went off.
That's going to pose a problem for me.
Yeah. In the meantime, Shelton comes back in. They sit Bales down, but, they're going to let him inbound the ball. I was hoping they're going, there's the scoreboard.
Hey, it's come back just in time, and now it's on again. And now the official sees that it's off. So we're going to do...
Now it's back. Intermittent.
That's an electrician's worst nightmare.
Yes, those intermittents.
But so far, it's staying on now for a little bit.
Wayne, you're doing nothing. Why don't you run over and fix that?
4 minutes to play in the third quarter. I'm going to try to get us out of the hole with Wayne here as we work along. 36-25 to score, an 11-point lead. They work the inbounds to Barnes. They go underneath to Sandiford. He gets it to Pasley. Turn around in the lane, no good. Rebound Harder. I think Coach Bain is wanting Sandiford to go ahead and take that shot when he had it underneath there, but he made the extra pass.
Too many passes.
Beecher City working it around the perimeter. They get it underneath to Shelton. Nice look. Puts the shot up. No good. Rebound Harder. Put back block, but he's fouled. And Harder heads to the line for a couple. And this kid has just given it everything he's got in this tournament that I've seen.
Hard-working kid, isn't he? That's his 6th rebound. Foul on the Hornets is on Barnes, another hard-working kid. His first, and the first on the Hornets in the half. Cotton Herrick only has 5 fouls in the game.
Free throw up is good for Harder, and this is the other thing. Maybe I should wait. I'll wait and say it.
I think you've already committed.
No. He's been shooting the ball from the free throw line really well.
That's safe.
Blackerby back on the court for the Hornets.
Yeah, the curse of Matt strikes again.
That one was on line, just hit off the heel of the rim, and Spar grabs the rebound. So with 3:33 to play, it's a 10-point game here in the third quarter, 36-26. Nice look from Blackerby to Barnes. Oh, he drove for the layup and missed it. Rebound to Harder, but he has it knocked loose, picked up by the Hornets. They load it up for 3 with Blackerby. It's no good. Rebound tipped out to Blackerby. He'll run into the lane this time, draws a crowd, and draws a foul. A couple of candidates will let Troy Crumry sort it out.
Troy says it's on number 12. That's foul goes against Weston Giles, his first, and the first on the Eagles in the half.
Free throw for Blackerby up and good. Connor with 6. Now Harder will check out, and Rexroad will come back in. Good to see Austin able to get back into the game after going out with an injury.
Kept holding his face, probably his teeth, but he looks good to go now.
Free throw for Blackerby, good again. He has 7, makes it 38-26, and now Beecher City, an unforced error more or less. They couldn't handle the pass as they were bringing it up court.
They've had 6 turnovers in each quarter. Only problem is here, there's still 3:13 to go in this quarter.
So Cowden Herrick will inbound and set up the offense against the 2-3 zone, and there's a foul.
Illegal screen, I thought I heard. Troy yell. And that's on Spar, so now the other number 12 gets a foul. That's Spar's second on the Hornets in the half. Their second turnover in the quarter.
Wills trying to play catch with Giles in backcourt as they work against the press, and another pass just sails out of bounds along the sideline.
Jason Earhart's going to go out there and get a uni himself.
Well, Jackson Bales returns to the lineup. They'll give Wills a break. With 3:03 to play in the third quarter, still a 12-point advantage for the Hornets. They get it to Burris in the corner. Fakes the 3. Now flips it back out top to Spar. He'll take the top of the key 3. Around and out, no good. Stefanski with a rebound. Gets it to Jackson Bales. Bales looks up court. Now crosses the timeline and bounces it to Giles. Giles splits the defense. Leaves it with Rexroad. 15-footer, no good. Burris flies in and grabs the rebound for the Hornets. The Hornets bringing it up court. Burris fires it to Barnes on the right wing. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Spar looks inside. Now slings it out top to Burris. He drives into the lane, and a blocking foul is whistled as there was a trio of Eagles there once again.
Tough call on Stefanski. He was just pretty much standing still. He got called for the block here, though. His first, and the second on the Eagles in the half. Giving him shots.
Burris, first one, off the back of the rim, no good. Lorton's going to check into the ball game. He replaces Spar. Also, Micah Sandiford is in, and they'll give Trey Pasley a break. 2:24 to play in this third quarter.
Dietrich and SEB coming up in the next one here.
Free throw rattles around and comes out. Burris had that shot do everything but go in. So it remains a 12-point game, 38-26. Bales across the timeline to Stefanski. Inside they go to Rexroad. Puts up a shot. It's blocked, but he's fouled. And Austin Rexroad goes to the line for a couple.
Now Lorton off his feet on defense, and he's called for the foul. his first, and 3 now on the Hornets this half.
Mark Bain tells Lorton, don't swing down, just go straight up, and you'll still block it and be fine. That's a hard thing to learn to do as Rexroad's free throw rattles off, no good.
We've had a tough time getting going in this quarter. 8 for the Hornets, but they got those first 6, and now they've had 2 points since then. Beecher City just still has 3, now 4 with that foul shot.
Rexroad has 9, making it 38-27, so the Eagles have creeped within 9 now after trailing by as many as 13. But it's like you say, it's been like pulling teeth to get points in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Lorton working it to Sandiford out top. He drives the baseline. Gets it out top to Burris. Looks underneath for Lorton, and as he makes the catch, he's fouled by him behind. And the Eagles pick up another personal.
Yeah, Stefanski again. There was contact between the players before he caught the ball. And that's where the foul occurred. Stefanski's second, 3 on the Eagles.
Inbounds goes to Blackerby at the top of the key. They swing it to Sandiford for 3, and Micah buries it. So he has his 5th point of the quarter, making it 41-27 with 1:40 to play in the third quarter. Beecher City runs the ball up court. They tried to get it to Shelton, but the pass is too tall, and it goes out of bounds for another Eagle turnover.
I'm running out of fingers.
That's 8 in the quarter. Wow. A lot of substitutions to tell you about. Aaron Noren seeing his first action, number 33 for Cowden Herrick. Also, Pasley returned for the Hornets. Beecher City brought Harder back in the ball game as well. I think that's everybody for the time being. Here's Sandiford, a runner in the lane, no good. Rebound saved, and somehow Shelton caught it after Noren saved it, and it hit him right in the chest, and he grabbed it. Beecher City pushes it up court. They get it to Rexroad. Jumper from 15, no good. Harder offensive rebound, high off the glass, but Daniel Harder got it to fall. He has 11, and it's 41-29.
Rexroad thought he got help to the floor there.
Yep.
I think he did.
I wouldn't argue that. Hornets Blackerby weaves his way on the dribble through a crowd and flips up a 12-footer, and it's good. He has 9, makes it 43-29, back to that 14-point margin.
6 in the quarter now for Blackerby.
The Eagles facing their largest deficit of the night. Work it inside to the high post. They get it to Rexroad. First shot no good because it was contested, but Austin stuck with it, got his rebound, and put that one up and in. So it's 43-31 with 25 seconds to play in the third quarter. Hornets looking to probably take the last shot here, you would think.
Yeah, watch them throw it away now. They only have 6 turnovers in the game. That's a heck of a number.
Blackerby fakes a 3, and as he starts to move in the lane, a blocking foul whistled against Beecher City.
Shelton's called for the block. His first, and that's 5, they say, on Beecher City in the half.
Lance Arnold comes in to replace Shelton. Also, Micah Sandiford has a seat, and Black's back out there. 8 seconds. They inbound the ball out top to Blackerby. Over to Black. Black, guarded closely by Arnold, got it to Burris. 2-1, lets it go for 3. Banks it off the glass, no good from the right wing. As the third quarter comes to an end, it's Cowden Herrick 43, Beecher City 31. NTC tournament action on 97.9 XFM.
Stevens Industries, in business for 55 years and an employee-owned company, has produced a winning team and has job opportunities available from production office to the manufacturing floor.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today. Crossroads Bank, your locally owned, locally managed, and locally committed bank, has 2 locations to serve you, on South Banker and on North Keller Drive.
It'll be Cowden Herrick ball to get the fourth quarter underway. They lead this one 43-31. The 12-point margin, well, they've led by as many as 14 here in the second half. But scoring kind of slowed down there.
Yeah, Cowden Herrick keeps extending their lead despite the fact they are now 5 of 23 on threes. That's a whole lot of threes, though. I guess you put up enough, you're going to get some to go in. They're up a dozen, so who can argue with that?
Burris takes the inbounds out top, now dribbles it all the way along the baseline, had it knocked away. Lance Arnold tried and tried, but he just couldn't quite control it as it went out of bounds deep in the corner.
It was a tough shooting third quarter for both teams. Beecher City 3 for 10, Cowden Herrick 5 for 15.
Inbounds from the corner, fired all the way out towards the timeline to Blackerby. He directs the traffic, now gets it over to Burris, back to Blackerby, 3 on the way, around and out. Rebound tipped around, Jackson Bales is going to claim it. He'll bring it up court for the Eagles. Fires it ahead to Arnold. Nice look into Harder, driving to the lane, he's fouled. And again, Daniel Harder will go to the free throw line, a place he's been plenty tonight. 35.
Dylan Barnes on the foul. There you go. That's what I thought first and should have trusted my first instincts. 4 fouls on Cowden Herrick. That's his second.
Free throw for Harder off the side of the rim, no good. He'll get another try to cut into the 12-point deficit.
Boy, ever since you started talking about his foul shooting.
I know.
Yes. Thought I'd rub it in.
This one's up. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Trey Pasley grabs the rebound. My fault. They push it ahead to Blackerby for a 3, and he buries it. Connor Blackerby has 12. Makes it 46-31, a 15-point advantage.
Now, you know, I thought they didn't shoot very well in the third quarter. Bottom line is, Cowden Herrick had a lead at the half, and it was bigger after 3 quarters. And that's the bottom line. They did a good job of extending their advantage.
Again, Beecher City pounds the ball inside to Harder, and again he earns a trip to the free throw line as he was fouled. Problem for Beecher City is they just haven't been able to capitalize by getting him the ball enough to create offense for himself and for the others because of the turnovers getting the ball down there.
Trey Pasley's third foul.
And Daniel Harder's free throw is no good. He'll try it again, though. Stefanski's going to come in for him if he can make this one. 7:08 to play in the contest. 15-point advantage for the Hornets. Free throw is up and good. So Harder connects that time, give him 12. And here comes Stefanski to replace him. And Beecher City's going to pick up a little more aggressive defense, I would think.
The Eagles also have not employed the 3. They've only put up 5 in the game. So I think you can see them looking to be in a launch mode here over the course of this quarter.
Eagles have gone to the man-to-man. Cowden Herrick counters with a corner 3 from Trey Pasley. And he buries it. 49-32. 6:48 to play in the ball game. Up ahead they go to Arnold. Around his man. Shot in the lane. Oh, no good. Rolled off. Nice move. Just didn't finish it. And a rebound to Connor Blackerby. He brings it up court. Gets into the paint. Ball knocked loose. Stefanski picks it up ahead to Bales. Bales with Burris challenging. Drives to the layup. Shot no good. Rebound out of bounds. And Barnes touched it last. Nope. They'll say Beecher City got it last. It'll belong to the Hornets.
Sandiford's in for Blackerby here. That's Micah. We haven't seen Noah tonight, have we?
I don't believe so.
Micah Sandiford back in here. 17-point lead now. 1 point so far in this fourth quarter for the Eagles.
Hornets have the ball knocked loose by Jackson Bales. He takes it away from Sandiford. 20, drives up court, and he's fouled by 20 on the floor. So it'll be Beecher City ball out underneath the basket.
Mr. Mondolo says this one is on 35 again.
Ooh.
Barnes is third. I didn't see him that close to the play, but I must have missed it.
I didn't either. So here comes number 25. You mentioned him. You're like Nostradamus over there.
Well,
Noah Sandiford in, Micah Sandiford out.
I saw it coming.
Inbounds goes to Stefanski. Shot up no good, but that's because he's fouled inside. Nice little inbound play. And Stefanski will go to the line.
Suddenly a plethora of fouls. Colton Burris is second. It's bonus for Beecher now.
Free throw up, no good as the scoreboard flashes on and off again.
Loose connection somewhere there.
I guess so. So here comes Harder to replace Lance Arnold.
Dave Scholes is over there doing his best to make sure that thing stays plugged in, though.
Stefanski's free throw, around and out, no good. The lead remains 17, 49-32. The Hornets blast the ball up court to Spar. He gets it to Barnes. Barnes drives into the lane. Shot was blocked, Pasley's there for the rebound. He flips it up and in. Trey Pasley with 8. Makes it 51-39 as the Hornets continue to extend their lead. Bales in backcourt was looking to make a pass. Stopped, but he didn't quite stop enough. He drug the pivot foot for Beecher City's first turnover of the quarter.
But they're 21st in the game.
Wow.
Yikes.
Bales checks out. Here comes Jake Wills back in. Just under 6 minutes to play in this 19-point contest. Cowden Herrick poised to move on into the consolation championship as they try to get it inside to Pasley. He's bumped from behind.
Harder got him. That's his second. Just his second.
So it'll be inbound underneath.
Next one, both teams will be in the bonus.
Inbounds goes inside to Barnes, out to Burris for 3. Shot too strong. Stefanski with the rebound. Clears it out of trouble to Wills as Beecher City runs it up ahead to Rexroad in the right corner. Spins, goes baseline, looks inside, pass through the legs of Harder, and it's picked up by Burris. He brings it up court. Ball knocked loose. On the shot, it's no good. Rebound, though, Noah Sandiford. He puts it up and in. So now Beecher City trying to bring the ball up court, and there's a blocking foul along the sideline.
And Gary Westjohn says it's on 1-2. That's Farr, his third.
So with 5:24 to play here in the fourth quarter, we got some substitutions. Looks like Burris and Barnes are going to check out. Black came back, I can tell that much. And was Blackerby back in the ball game? I think that's the case. Free throw no good. Rebound Harder. Beecher City works it to Giles. Top of the key. Long 2 no good. Harder another offensive rebound. His hook shot off the glass rolls off no good. Rebound to Black. 5:08 to play in the fourth quarter as Farr slows things down.
10-1 run for Cowden Herrick to start this fourth quarter, Matt. They went out 6-0 to start the third period.
Farr cuts into the lane, leaves it out top. Trey Pasley 3 up, no good. Rebound Giles. Under 5 minutes to play as Giles brings it up court, gets double teamed at the timeline. Pass back to Wills is off target. It's knocked loose by Blackerby. Then Wills has to dive and knock it out of bounds. And just to knock it away from Blackerby to keep him from getting a layup, and it'll belong to the Hornets underneath the bat. Well, actually more down towards the corner.
Beecher City had a 1-point lead after a quarter. Cowden Herrick's up 21. Boy, what a turnaround.
Inbounds out deep to Trey Pasley. A long 3 no good. Harder with the rebound.
We got Harder for 7 rebounds in the half.
Here's Wills trying to push it up court. Pass intercepted by Black as they tried to get it to Shelton. Ball taken away, and here comes Sandiford. That's Noah. Drives into the lane, and an offensive foul whistled as Harder just stood his ground underneath.
Sandiford's not too big, and Harder didn't move, but the point is Sandiford initiated the contact. He's called for the foul, his first, and a turnover on the Hornets, their third in the quarter.
Andrew Moeller will check into the ball game. He replaces Harder, who heads to the Beecher City bench.
Harder can play for me, man.
Yep.
Got him for 11 boards, and how many points?
12.
That's a double-double in anybody's book.
Shelton tries to get it inside to Moeller. The ball's knocked loose, and the Hornets come up with it. And as they grab it, they are fouled, and we'll walk to this end for some free throws. Looks like Noah Sandiford's going to be the one shooting as he got the steal.
Andrew Moeller, just in the game for Beecher City, picks up the foul. So both teams are in the bonus the rest of the game.
Trey Pasley checks out. Dylan Barnes checks in to replace him. Referee takes the time, makes sure everybody's set, and then we get ready for the 1-and-1 from the lefty, Noah Sandiford. Free throw is up. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Dylan Barnes to Connor Blackerby. Top of the key, 3, good. Blackerby with 15 makes it 56-32, and Cowden Herrick keeps pouring it on.
Yeah, they've hit 3 threes here in the fourth quarter. They've had 8 threes in the game now.
Beecher City works the ball down to the baseline. They get it back out top. Shot no good for Buzzard off the rebound. This rebound knocked out of bounds, and who touched it? Cowden Herrick did.
Burris is back here for CH for Noah Sandiford. So that change for the Hornets. Beecher City gets it inbound. Trey Buzzard shot no good, and a rebound grabbed out of there by Kyle Black for Cowden Herrick. And Blackerby shoots for three, and he got it.
So that's another three for Connor. He has 18. Thank you, Greg.
You're welcome.
3:33 to play in the fourth quarter.
Sometimes the guy's got a cough.
59-32 now your score. Inside they go to Moeller before he can get a shot away. He's fouled. And so more free throws on the way.
3-5 on the foul. Dylan Barnes' fourth foul. Beecher City, friends, has 1 point in the fourth quarter. It's a 16-1 run for Cowden Herrick in this fourth quarter.
2 free throws on the way. They were going to make mass substitutions for the Hornets, but they can't yet. They have to wait till the first free throw is up. So Moeller's free throw off the side of the rim, no good. And now the Hornets will send in 4 new players. Returning is Lorton, as well as Micah Sandiford. Aaron Noren also back in the ball game. And I can't see the other player underneath. I believe it's Black, but I'll double check. Meanwhile, Moeller's second free throw is good. Yes, it is Kyle Black. He's back into the contest. So Moeller has his first point, making it 59-33. 3:22 to play in the contest. They work it down in the corner to Black. Corner three up, no good. Stefanski battling for the rebound. With Lorton now, they dive on the floor, and a foul is called as they were scrambling for that ball.
Black had position, and Andrew Moeller got a little too much oomph going and got him from behind. So Moeller's picked up a couple of quick fouls here.
And another 1-and-1 on the way for Cowden Herrick, and it'll be Lorton at the line. Carson Lorton, the 6'5 senior, takes a couple of dribbles. Free throw is up, around, no good. Rebound to Buzzard. He clears it ahead to Wills. Wills runs it across the timeline, gets it baseline to Shelton. His pass tipped out of bounds by Micah Sandiford. It'll belong to Beecher City right in front of their bench.
I talked to a few folks who said Cowden Herrick had been scuffling a little. Well, this game's brought him right out of it.
Yep.
Holy cow. 26-point lead.
They're working the ball around the perimeter is Beecher City. They get it to Stefanski. He drives in, leaves it out top with Wills. Wills called for a double dribble, and the turnover gives it back to the Hornets. Their fifth this quarter.
That's 25 turnovers for Beecher City tonight. Golly, that's a lot of missed opportunities.
Zane Brandt, a 5'6 senior, checks in wearing number 42, and also Brendan Kimmey sees his first action of the night, number 4 for Beecher City. As Micah Sandiford has it on the wing, they try to get it underneath to Noren. Pass slipped through his hands and went out of bounds, and it'll belong to Beecher City.
Mark Bain says, well, hey, catch that ball, son.
Well,
that's about what it came down to.
I think he was more frustrated that he just stopped after he missed it instead of going after it. And that's what kind of let it trickle out of bounds. Meanwhile, Beecher City trying to work the ball in their offense. Ball knocked out of bounds by Noren eventually. It'll stay with Beecher City along the sideline.
We've got Dietrich and SEB revving their engines down in the tunnels down there. They're ready to head out here on the floor and play our championship semifinal game coming up after this one.
Buzzard bounces it out to Shelton. They swing it around the perimeter. 3 on the way, no good. Taken by Zane Brandt. Rebound to Cowden Herrick. They're pushing it up court. They get it to Black. His right corner 3. Too strong. Lorton an offensive rebound, and he's fouled. So Lorton again will go back to the free throw line. 59-33, 2:02 to play in the contest.
Trey Buzzard picks up his first foul of the game.
That means Cowden Herrick's going to improve to 9-0 all time in the tournament, taking on Beecher City, huh?
You got it.
Free throw for Lorton doesn't hit anything. So
he's got a brace on his right wrist, so he tried to shoot that one-handed with his left hand. That's why I missed everything.
So with 2 minutes to play, Beecher City brings it up court. They work it underneath to Shelton. He tried to get it inside the Buzzard. The ball was knocked loose. Last touch by the Hornets. So Beecher City will trigger from under their basket. They lob it for Moeller at the free throw line. It's knocked away because Moeller was fouled. And Andrew Moeller heads to the line.
Foul goes against Micah Sandiford. Shockingly, I have that as his first. I can't imagine anybody who's played as much as he has only has one foul tonight. There have been plenty of them.
Moeller's free throw up, around and out, no good, but it's double bonus for Beecher City. And it'll be double bonus for Cowden, for that matter, if they get fouled again. Moeller takes a couple dribbles, puts this one up. It's no good. Rebound, Sandiford. Micah hustles it across the timeline, now slows things down, now speeds up again. Squares up for a wing three or long two. It was a two. Had his feet on the line, but Micah Sandiford scores his seventh, making it 61-33. Now up court, bringing it across the timeline with Kimmy, and he's called for steps. 6 turnovers for the Eagles with 1:38 to play in the game.
Beecher City 2 points in the quarter, both from the line. Don't have a basket.
The Cowden Herrick will play in the Consolation Championship as they work it to Sandiford. He sets up for a three this time from the left wing and buries it.
Have 5 threes in the quarter.
Beecher City works it into the lane, forcing up a free throw line jumper. No good is Brandon Kimmy. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Kyle Black of Cowden Herrick. They're going to slow things down as they walk it up court this trip. Sandiford play catch. Now they try to get it inside to Norn. Pass taken away by Shelton. 5th Cowden Herrick turnover as Kimmy brings it up court. Fires it out top for Brandt. Makes the tough catch. Gets to the top of the key. Loads up for three, and he buries it.
There's the basket.
Lane Brandt with his first tournament points. He has a three, making it 64-36 with 43 seconds to play. Cowden Herrick just working it around the perimeter now as Noah Sandiford has it. Bounces it for Micah Sandiford. Beecher City still chasing defensively, so they continue to play catch, Noah and Micah. Micah has it, now flips it top of the key to Lorton, to Black. He drives the right baseline, cut off by Moeller, and will send it back out top to Sandiford. Noah now takes it on the drive, leaves it with Micah on the wing. He gets a screen out top from Lorton, backs it back out. Flips it to Black, back to Sandiford. Micah to Noah now, and he'll just hold it if he can. Yep, looks like Beecher City will let him. That'll do it. Final score in the consolation semifinal goes to Cowden Herrick. They get the 64-36 victory, and they will play on Saturday afternoon. They await the winner of the Neoga-Altamont game in our opener tomorrow night. Again, the final score, well, let's stay here for a special presentation. See if we can pick it up. They are presenting Colton Burris with the game ball. He scored his 1,000th point with a three-pointer in the second quarter. The crowd now has grown as Dietrich and St. Elmo Brownstown fans have made their way into the gymnasium, and they recognize the accomplishment of Burris as well. Final score, Cowden Herrick 64, Beecher City 36. We'll come back with some post-game stats. We'll chat with the coaches as well. You're listening to high school basketball in the 80th annual NTC tournament on 97.9 XFM.